Alright guys, so we took a minor 7 pip loss today on stream, but this was a fantastic trade and fantastic trade management. I was actually in this trade full risk. The markets were looking great, we were looking like we were going to have some good volume, and then the market started to go quiet and choppy ahead of CPI later on. Now, I had a really nice short, and then price stalled around my entry and price went choppy, and as the price started to go choppy, and as price came back to my entry point, I decided to close 50% of my position because I'm understanding the markets from that neutral perspective. I don't care if the markets are going to go up or down. I'm going to trade exactly what I see regardless of if I'm in shorts and I want it to go down. If the markets aren't going down, the markets don't give a shit about my short position. So I'm going to trade the markets for exactly what they are. Close 50% and then it hit stop loss, which would have been a total of 15 pips, but because I managed my position well, it was only minus 7 pips with a full position. So very, very good trade and enjoy today's recap. EJ looks good for me to have a nice push down after just grabbing some highs. Yeah, if we get a nice, how is that? Previous high was just closed strong. 15 minute, how's the 15 minute looking? I would need EJ, if we're gonna short EJ, I need to break back below this level. We could be selling it all the way back down into these levels all the way down here, which if we do get potential 70 pepperoonies. 5 minute literally liquidated these highs, flip bearish. If that 5 minute created a top wick, then we could have considered, what would that be? How many pips would you be on there? 15, not bad. 15 minute breaks this level and gives us a nice quick top wick. We could look for a quick push, quick sell off. Break this support first. 300 pip move up with no real pullbacks. So even if we're to come back down, you know, we've got 30, 50%, even just to retrace 50% of this move, you're still talking 200 pips. So this is closing how we want and then give us the top wick before then going lower. So this is looking good to me. If this 5 minute closes like this, and then the next 5 minute grabs this 5 minute high, then I would like to put in the sell. If we close back above this level, then I think we go higher. We'll just range within this level. Because technically the hourly is still bullish. 30 minutes flip bearish, so in order for me to want to sell, this current 30 would have to flip bearish pretty aggressively. Also, we're just taking out that high, which is nice. But I don't want to jinx it because I hope not, because I still think we can get some nice moves. But the whole markets could be waiting CPI. Even yen pairs with whole risk sentiment.
Obviously, if it's broke that structure, it's selling. How come you wouldn't place a limit up at that point there for a sell for it to come back down?
Just because the hourly is still respecting this level, like the fact that we're getting close to the end of this hourly candle, it's very easy to like just get so zoned in on the 5 minutes, you know, liquidating out, break of structure. But for me, because we're coming into the last 10 minutes of the hourly, I kind of would have wanted to see this push down already, because if this keeps pushing up in the next few 5 minutes, then I know the hourly is going to be closing back above, you know, this resistance broken support to potentially go higher. So that's my concern, is that the hourly is actually still bullish, and I don't want to predict too much. Otherwise, if the hourly was bearish, oh yeah, I would agree with you. We could be selling this right now all day. I have my trades set up ready to go, because if we get a nice 5 minute closure here, we are looking good. Oh yeah, nice close here, and I'm going short on EJ. I'm waiting 20 seconds for this to close. This sell in right here. 15 pip stop loss. TP will be around 20-30 pips around these levels, and a runner will be down in these highs. If this 5 minute closes bullish, I'll probably manage, because this is the last 5 minute of the hourly, and if there's any 5 minute that's important, it's this one right here. 30 minute, yeah, 30 minutes still nice. It's just we could come and grab this previous 30 minute before then going lower. So that's the only thing, and I would maybe consider re-entries if we do that. But it's a 15 pip stop loss, so I don't want to hold it for a big drawdown. I'd rather take the loss and potentially re-enter. It's just back into no man's land for me. So if it comes back to break even, I'll consider managing risks. But we're now just back within these two kind of shitty levels, honestly. It's only like here to here is 15 pip range. I don't really want to trade it in this range. I'm closing half here, so I'm only in this half risk of break even, and I'm gonna wait for this to actually break this level. So now I'm only in this half risk, only risking about 7 pips. It just doesn't make sense to hold it full margin whilst we're full margin. Doesn't make sense to hold it full risk as we're respecting this support. If we break it and we do this, I may take another entry, but yeah, I just closed 50% there. But look at this. We had some lovely volume come in, and then we just went back to ranges. We just have to see that volume continue. For me now, if this hits stop loss, it's like minus 7 pips, which is great. So if you get the opportunity to cut it, I personally prefer to just cut it and wait. Back at entry, if anyone didn't manage to close 50 and still want to, Now is your chance. Same as last week. I took like 5 trades that entire week, and 3 of them were on Friday, and two were on Monday. And that was break even. So from Tuesday to Thursday, I sat on my hands all week, not trading shit like this. I waited for that volume, and you get literally I had a W in Asia, London, and US. But again, even if we close this at -7 pips, for me this trade was fantastic trade management. Really, really good to go from full risk to seeing the markets from that neutral perspective, closing bullish, bearish, bullish. Gives you the retest. That's the opportunity for you to cut your position and wait for further confirmation. So to close 50% to see it going back up, for me that's great. I'm happy with this trade. There was no reason to hold that at full risk.